Alright guys, we're back. Let's check out the mystery of this church and this dark figure. Oh. Yeah, change? Nice. Alright, we can open the door now.
Wooden doors, more than twice the carving on the door. The surface is smooth, feels exceptional. 300. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, you see a yellow circle with 2 X's and a big curve below them that looks like a... He takes off his glasses.
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency. I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
Thus, it must be made by youths.
97% baby!
There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb. Looks like today was a gold
Secret
star
test
day.
work. Style your paperwork. Nice. Secret
the
test.
Feels like electricity and a very small piece.
Let's go.
A great whoosh of air rushes in the heart of...
Oh. Feels like you're entering a dungeon, but you can't, because so far, there's only been one instance of combat in this entire game. Okay, there's some sound equipment over there. Test figure looks half finished. What do we do? Radio frequencies? Live wire runs directly in contact microphone.
The silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent. And then it's gone. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow. If not blotted out,
great, we got some
outright,
supernatural shit.
You can hardly hear your own breathing. Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. It's unnerving. You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total.
What's happening?
The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head.
Can you hear anything?
Not really, but it's extraordinary. I've never
I
experienced
wonder
anything
why
like
the church was built with such strange acoustics.
His detached tone conceals how uncomfortable he is.
What if it's something paranatural?
Please, detective, not this again.
The lieutenant,
Can you hear anything? I wonder why.
his detached tone, the lieutenant doesn't reply. The orderly rows
Does
of
not
ceiling
believe in the
panels become
supernatural.
barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Up our perception? Ooh, perception is pretty high cap. Oh, god damn it, 72%. Alright. This is a red
Just
check too.
darkness.
You can't retry it, so damn. Damn it, gotta go all the way back. Alright, remember to save before we enter the church, I guess. Because we put our perception stuff on. Is there anything that gives oh. The boots are perception. This always becomes the question, right? Do you play to your strengths? Or do you, my fault. I should have saved before.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice this cheap. It'll be easier to. You see a yellow suit. He take.
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. For Revachol ZOC, the moral intern, these acts aren't called crimes as they would be for I haven't seen that.
Thus, it must be made by you. There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeled. Looks like today, the carving on the door. The surface feels it. The lock feels like.
Let's go.
A grate in the heart.
Let's quick save. The giant mural of Dolores Day. Maybe we should do the other stuff first. We don't expect a giant hole in the mural.
A machine stands in.
Another radio computer.
These machines sometimes harbor traps, he thinks. Alarm systems and the like. Let's be careful.
We should leave. I doubt this place bears any connection to the case. It's also quite similar to the one we have down at the station. Must be the same model.
The one you saw earlier was the you see fluorescent plate. The lieutenant says nothing. You see behind the hatch sits a cube-like crisscross of filaments.
Okay, we have one of those.
Like fireflies. Another filament memory.
Hold on. Before we do that, let's... Oh, get shoes for empathy. That's pretty cool. Again.
The silence. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be. And then it seems you can hardly. You produce your voice. It's unnerving. The lieutenant.
Can you hear anything? I wonder why the
lieutenant doesn't reply. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible. Then
damn, again? Sometimes rolls just don't go your way.
Just dark. The silence. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot.
Yeah, I guess I'll do this.
And then it seems you can hardly. Your voice is. It's You produce the lieutenant.
Can you hear anything? I wonder why the
lieutenant. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become.
There you go. Okay.
It's like there's something moving up there. A shadow has emerged from the tower and it's making its way.
Wait, is the guy crawling?
Yes. The darkness makes the ceiling feel infinitely far away. It's climbing. Climbing, it's not a shadow anymore. becoming more substantial as it gets closer. The
Oh,
shape
alright,
of an
well.
animal
She
descends.
did say she saw somebody climb.
Officer, is there something up there?
Oh no. Prepare for an attack.
Whoa, cutscene? Oh,
You
it's
see
Spider-Man?
something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to...
Oh, okay. Yeah, just talk to him. Or it, I guess.
Is that a man? A man made of the same stuff as the carpentry of the building. He is studying you intently. The crab man. The man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze. Then
That
speaks.
portrait is weird.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come to the right place. Here you can receive the mother's love. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of the despair
True
at the
believer.
bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
I'm put off by this religious stuff, he thinks. And maybe the ceiling climbing
Yeah.
too. It's all
Kim does
very
not
hard to
do
square
well
with
with the
Lieutenant's own
supernatural.
view of reality. Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't even drank that much lately. Lay off it already.
Yeah, I guess I have a bit of a
Jeez.
problem. It's been getting out of hand.
Está crudo, way. I see deep inside you. Your body and your spirit are suffering greatly from overindulgence. And you don't even know it.
Oh, I'm very
Not
touched.
all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc El Vino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to
Kim-
pay
Kim is
attention
behind
to what
the-
the ceiling
yeah.
climber is saying.
Look at these crazies. What is this shit?
For some reason, I feel like you have a point there.
Don't trust me. Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger.
Wasteland
Holmes.
of reality. Uh-oh.
This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
Do you know where the other spooker is?
Other spooker? Oh, esa viejita es muy estudiosa. Don't know, Holmes? No. I just call her viejita because of her clothes. She's actually quite young. Or maybe not that young. Age is just one of the many masks we wear.
Don't know where she is?
That's what I said, Holmes. Don't really follow her comings and goings. Just see her typing on her computer now and then. I'm afraid not, Essay.
Or search through her radio computer.
Some ravers want to turn this place
The
into a
ones
nightclub.
in the tent outside, right? I see them. Think they scared of me.
Do you have a reason to be
Nah,
scared?
man. They look pretty funny. And I don't harm no one anymore.
Though he
I mean,
used
she
to
used to, yeah.
a long time ago.
What do you think about the nightclub?
Why not? They wouldn't bother me none. I'm usually way up there, imbibing. Ain't no music on earth that can reach where I go. Might even be nice to have some company. Never known myself to be a crab, but if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from
To be fair, it's
using
more
it.
like a
I always
sweat.
thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at
carve
those
all these
carved
sculptures?
And
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
It's a nice
It's all
cruise.
just for the mother, man. No need to overthink. I was in a gangway, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone.
I lost my memory too, but I like it. It's like I get to create a whole new me. Starting.
That's not really the point, I said.
Do you remember your name, sir?
Tiago's my name, but those syllables don't mean much to me these days. A name isn't just your identity, but also, so to speak, your place amongst your fellows, your place in the world. I ain't got no use for such a place anymore. That's not quite right, but you're getting somewhere. Any one of us could have been anything else. We are all one who sing the mother's glory. This is a special place. There's a perforation in the world up there, a way out into nothingness.
No,
This
it's towards
church
the
was
ceiling.
built around it
Oh, so it's in
for
the air.
purposes of veneration. I circled it, nurtured by the silence bestowed by the mother. One of these days, I'll be pure enough to go drink from it directly.
Who's this mother
Oh.
sounding?
That's no simple question, I said. She is one who can be painted or sculpted. She is a cavity in the dark, beyond sense. She saved me, but I couldn't
They're
describe
random
her
ravings,
to
but I mean, there is something weird
no
about
one
this church.
can, Holmes.
His adoration is beyond sexual. This cavity is something that knows.
I will be incinerated, but not destroyed. Finally, I won with the state of the world before reality began.
How did you even
Hard
find
to
it?
say. I think I did some construction work here, back when I still had material worries. Up there, I realized what the true purpose of the church was. Been spending a lot of time here ever since. The past is nothing to me now, eh? It didn't belong to me. I think they were. A long time ago. I had to shed them like skins to get closer to the center of the silence. You could have them. I don't need them anymore.
They look pretty dapper, actually.
It's not like that at all, man.
Too gleeful, those words. He is lying. Not to you, to his very own self.
I know it will take time. Don't sweat it. I'm a seraph, Holmes. I sing the mother's glory. I don't mean literal singing, Holmes. This is the mother of silence we're talking about. You may be thinking, but fire crackles. No, Holmes. That's the material that's burning. The flames themselves are without sound.
The sinewy figure lingers on the wooden beams.
You've been here a long time.
blending
Do you know why
into
the
the
church was
shadows.
abandoned?
Police raid a while back.
Did you witness it?
Not really, or at least I don't remember much of it anymore. The mother's love has done its job. That's what's so great about the mother. It lets you forget about everything.
Alright, I mean, he's a bit eccentric, but he doesn't seem dangerous. Alright, let's see what's up with the gear.
The machine's keyboard is. The speaker comes to life. Static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic.
Good afternoon.
Oh, hey, it's the same lady again.
It's the same old woman you spoke with through the radio computer in the doomed commercial area.
Come on, it's me again.
Good, thank you. Please repeat. Is this the personal log? Good.
Let's look around. Maybe he knows something.
I am
I'm afraid we...
now. Receive votre accident. Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard is. Nothing happened.
Okay, maybe Tiago knows the password. I mean, maybe he's heard her say it? Damn. You have like tech support acting as like password,
Oh, hey, Wade.
Coffee in the back. Something for.
Too many times as
Surveys are a good way to fish for personal information, especially in the name of public safety.
don't sweat it, vato. The password is afterlife death. What you think of that? Makes me almost pity La Nilita Pequeña when I hear it.
what was that about coffee? I feel like I've heard
Look,
it
man, I'm at liberty to talk about the sacred blaze of the mother's glorious heart, but not about the coffee. I think we're done here, Essay.
That was an interesting conversation.
He just goes back
However,
into the dark.
I'm still not.
Alright. Alright. Well, he gave us the password, and that's what we needed.
The machine's keyboard is the speaker.
Good afternoon, Fortress Accident. I have two machines registered to this company name in Martinez. One on Saint-Brun, the other on Rue de Saint-Ghislaine.
Saint-Brun. That's the church.
Oh,
And Rue
okay,
de
so the same
Saint-Ghislaine?
person owns both
That's
of these.
the doomed commercial area.
Anything else I can help? Good. Please repeat the password. Good. I have unlocked the filament. After ending the call, please press print to access the filament.
Alright, we're gonna see what this
Fortress
film.
Accident, is there anything else I can do for you today? Goodbye.
The machine's keyboard is the printer prints out a long text document with dated paragraphs. It looks a bit like someone's journal.
Can't even print the data unless somebody like
The first
in-
entry made on the
far
4th
off
of
gives the
February
access.
51 by an arrived at the church. The door was boarded up, so I used the crowbar to get inside. Looks like the place has been deserted. Nothing out of the ordinary, but I'll ask around. Need to figure out how to get the electricity in. The lieutenant leans closer, scouring the printout over your shoulder. Just as you finish reading, he looks up, muttering under his
4th of February. That's over a month ago. Whoever set up those machines has been here for quite a while. Our case? No, I don't think so. It must be some local eccentric.
6th of February, 51. Had a little chat with the local fishermen. Said I shouldn't go near that place, that the church was spooky and ridden with narcotics. It's a little spooky, all right. Still haven't figured out the electricity. See? Even one of the spookers themselves says it's unnerving. What was that about narcotics? This could prove to be
All right, well,
ancient.
we're good.
7th of February, 51. Finally got the electricity in. Next on the agenda, a new antenna. I'm thinking ESCA series, something advanced.
Why would anyone need any of this equipment here?
For setting up a radio computer. 8th of February, 51. Bought the antenna, had some problems setting it up. Called Simon for help. Heard the others are back to making art. Drinking somewhere out of town. Sulislav started a rock band again. Lexi has been seen asking money from strangers, but at least the artists have their act together. They're qualified labor. They can get work anywhere. Graphic design, ads. The programmers are doing fine too. I mean, they're programmers. The writers,
This is
though,
like
they're
game
fucked.
design?
I just have to find out what caused that data loss and be done with it. Still don't understand how it managed to wipe out the backup, when the backup wasn't even connected to the front. I know. Everyone thinks it's impossible. They say I must be lying. I'm here to set it right.
Seems like something to do with radio computers. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about them to understand what the author is saying. Something about the backup data getting destroyed. And how
Oh, is
everyone
that what
thought
shut
it was
the
author's
company
fault.
down?
I think these people worked in the radio computer games business. The one we saw in the Doom commercial area. They must be her former co-worker.
12th of February, 51. Brought some
Alright,
food
that's when the
from the
strike
grocery
started?
store. Apparently, there's a strike going on in the
The strike. Keep reading. I'm interested now. I want to know what's that radio anomaly that sent this person here in the first place.
25th of February, 51. I've been sending data up to Lintel for a while now, trying to recreate the data loss, but nothing. Didn't even feel like logging in, the disappointment. But I did discover a curious audio-spatial anomaly at the back of the church. I've named it the Swallow.
Back at the church,
It
huh?
swallows sound. Need to get some mics.
Is she talking about?
The lieutenant looks to his right towards the silence.
28th of February, 51. Yes, the first recordings confirm that the Swallow is real,
Oh,
and I'm
Tiago
not
is
just
right. It
losing
is
my
in the
mind.
air.
It's a pillar of silence with a diameter of approximately 3 meters. Seems like the higher I go, the less I record. This might be a coincidence, or it could be connected to the data loss that led me here.
The Pillar of Silence. She is talking about the silence. Is she suggesting it's more than just an architectural quirk?
The lieutenant doesn't answer. He follows your gaze, studying the basins. The water shines in them. No ripples. March 51. Some kind of young disco men have appeared next to the church. I've been trying to record the silence to find the epicenter, but now it turns out I've also been capturing the future of dance music, one neo-disco song over and over again. Fortunately, the song is so monotonous, I was able to devise an algorithm to factor it out. The other day, one of the disco men came in. Before I
Okay,
could
yeah,
even
no,
say
well, it wasn't her
hello,
that scared her away.
she
It
got
was
scared
the other
and
guy.
left. Good. I don't want anyone distracted. That disco man must be a cell.
A girl on the ice?
March 51. I got a call from the repeater station.
Oh, that was
Someone
us.
has tried to access the radio computer in our old office in Martinez. Can't do anything about it. The storekeeper still doesn't want to let me inside the building. Thinks I'm part of some kind of curse. How Martinez of
That's
her.
me. I was the one who broke into that radio computer. The storekeeper must have
I
played.
knew it wasn't a good idea to meddle with that machine.
No. It was a great idea. You're learning things. This is how you learn things about machines. March 51. A new 2-meter aux cable. You read it. A strange woman makes straight for the radio computer.
Suna, the programmer. All right. See if we have to do some checks.
Breaking into my radio computer, I see.
She glares at you as she holds the off button for a couple of seconds. The machine reboots.
Yes, you are breaking in, but not into her radio computer. You're a master circuit bender.
I do apologize for the intrusion, madame. We are with the RCM, you see.
We're here on a side case representing certain music venture
Well,
organizers.
you won't find any music venue organizers here. It's just me and my computer, and it has been this way for weeks. Now please give me some room. I need 2 seconds to see that you haven't destroyed anything.
We should talk to her after she has rebooted the machine.
Doesn't like hard rebooting the machine might cause more damage? I don't know. All right, let's. We should do the Wasteland of Reality. Oh, -2 physical instrument. It makes you weaker. I mean, it's gotta lead to something good, right? We could just pump it up in response. It's fine. Nope. Okay.
What is it?
Are you the lead programmer of Wirral Untethered by
Yes.
any chance?
Or, no, not anymore. That project is dead.
She doesn't seem surprised to be recognized. Rather sad. Something passes over her face before she straightens up.
No, you just printed out my personal log and wasted some paper.
Alright, but who are
I am Soona Luukkanen Kilde, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident and RSA radios. I have over 16 years of programming experience,
She's a
and
computer
I'm
programmer.
proficient in both Vox and Orbis languages. If you're not here to hire me, I don't really know how I can help you.
Did she say over 16 years of experience? She must have started programming when she was still a teenager. That still doesn't answer what she's doing in an abandoned church.
Have you seen the crab man?
Nope. Yes,
He's seen you.
and
That's probably not
No.
a big deal.
you're right. I'm not.
There's so many
I
machines in
brought
this.
them here. These are my machines. Please don't touch anything.
Why do you need an
I
antenna?
use the AR1 as my RAIN prefix processing unit. Mm-hmm. Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you?
I know a little.
All right. Well, all radio computers perform operations up on air. So in order to gain more processing power, you need to invest in a good antenna.
What's on it?
On the front, the unified front of radio waves.
Oh.
Licensed and controlled by
It uses
Lintel in the
radio
East
waves.
Insulindic region. It's all around us. That's what on air means. I guess it is. So far I've been quite satisfied with it. Martinez is an unstable region with bad coverage, and the operation has been surprisingly stable. But it's not the cheapest one on the market, so I wouldn't recommend it for your regular red tape operations. Fraser 1000 is a foolproof line for civilians. Anyway, you should do some research before you decide to buy anything. Ask around, compare the prices. There are many milieux dedicated
She's nice
to that
enough.
sort
She
of
would
thing.
definitely end up being on Reddit and like on like Build Me a Computer Reddit probably.
I'm working.
The machine seems almost.
Could you just shh for a moment? Or get to the point? They are connected to my RAIN prefect. Whatever you do, just please don't move them, okay? Great. You really like those questions, don't you?
They're bloodshot. She really hasn't been getting much sleep lately, has she?
I'm conducting scientific research here. You can't throw me out. I'm looking for the location of a 2mm hole in the world.
Wait, what? She's looking for a disruption in the radio waves. That's what her personal log
Oh, I
said.
guess anything that disrupts radio waves disrupts everything
The
else.
lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything.
Is your hole connected to the data loss in your
Yes,
journal?
that's what led me here. But I suspect it might be something a bit more complicated than that.
Hole in the world?
Exactly. What does it mean? Up to now, it has been impossible to say what it is because it's impossible to measure nothing. What do you think it is? What qualities does nothing have? How do you measure
should've been a
something that does
scientist.
not exist?
That's a little above your pay grade at the moment.
Wait, hold on. Does it mean we're living in a world that has holes
I
in
don't
it?
know. Are we? That's what I'm trying to figure out here. But how do I figure it out?
Can't even understand how we're talking about something that doesn't exist. let
You
alone
measure it by its surroundings, by that which does exist, which is what I've been trying to do. I've tried using hydro transducers to record the silence, to find out where it begins. But honestly, it's not progressing very well.
You have any idea where this hole might be
Somewhere underneath those roof beams, I assume.
Only a faint crisscross of rafters can be made out from the dark. Most of the tower disappearing into the shade.
There's
there?
this place at the back of the church, a place where all audible vibrations seem to decease. I've named it the Swallow, and the higher you go, the less you record.
The Pillar of Silence? Are you sure it's not just an architectural quirk?
Maybe, but it's oddly close to the physical coordinates of the data loss that led me to this place. I know,
You don't think Crabman might be somehow
No.
responsible here?
I don't.
Okay.
Because it's just trial and error, trying to locate the Swallow, the exact point in space. And I don't have a... You know what? It would be really helpful if you could just stop talking and let me work. Great. Thanks. What? I hate it.
That was quick. Why do you hate
Maybe
it?
I'd have to be on drugs to get it, but to a sober mind it just sounds like uninspired rug whipping. No idea what it has to do with
Alright, but
either
how do you feel
dancing
about a
or music.
club for annoyed Ickian?
This is about those speed freaks in the tent, isn't it? I'll take a guess, why don't you?
You center would be nice.
I can't believe they got you so easily.
Good luck. I'm not coming in there.
The Swallow, you mean? Great. Thanks.
Oh, wait, what? But we did. We talked to him. Oh. Let me see. Hold on. Alright, I guess I can redo the thing. I wonder if picking the other one was like, yeah, it definitely is your dream.
What is it? No, yes,
She doesn't seem surprised.
I am. If you're not here.
Did she say? That still doesn't answer.
Alright, hold on. Actually, did I? Okay, I did. Wasteland of Reality. How long? Oh, I got 20 hours. It takes like a full day.
Yes, what is it? No, yes. And I don't care.
Wow.
I brought them here. These are my. I used the AR. Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you? Alright. Well, it's all I guess it is,
Alright, we're
but
just
it's
gonna go
anyway.
speed run back.
You should do some. I'm work.
The machine.
Could you? They are connected to my. Great. You.
Their blood.
I'm looking.
Wait, she's looking for the lieutenant.
Yes, that exact. What do you?
That's a little above your pay grade at the.
I don't know. You misery. But honestly, somewhere
Only
there's this.
The pillar.
Maybe. I know. No, I don't. Because it's. And I don't. Great. Thanks.
Alright, let me fix it.
Yes. What is it? What? I hate it. Maybe I'd have to. This is about the. Take a guess. Why don't? I can't.
Good luck.
Okay, now it's the same. Alright,
I'm-
sure. We'll just Alright, we'll just go back and talk to him. We have to convince him somehow that.
in
What
white,
is this?
silver, and apricot faience. The young mother of humanism stands above you. A crack runs across her body. She is impossibly tall, oval. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. Cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs. Your knees touch the floor. The floorboards are hard and cold. The world is silent, but for the creaks and the ocean feels distant. Its ebb and flow block. The woman looks down at you kneeling. She towers among her followers, architects, laymen, courtiers. There is a sad smile on her lips and a glint in her green as that soft word passes through. Your fingertips touch your chest 4
Oh,
times.
you can do a religious.
Then you rise from your knees into the apricot-colored light of the window. Above you, the woman still smiles her distant smile, sundered by the crack. It's a mystery. All you know is, this
Wow,
is the
took
young
the
mother
morale
of
damage for that.
humanity, and that the shards glimmer in the dark.
The old woman. It's a minor landmark. Not easy to find. Most maps misplace it. There used to be 7 stave churches on the coast. Les Sept Sœurs, they call them. The 7 Sisters. Only one remains. The rest were burnt in the revolution or used for building materials. We should be respectful here. Although the building appears to be deserted, I do not believe we'll find anything connected to the lynching here.
Like it's an encyclopedia. Or. Or not take that morale damage. We need encyclopedia and we need visual
Yes.
calculus for it.
What is it? What? Maybe I'd have. This is about. Take a guess. What?
Good luck.
Quick save. Alright, we need some visual calculus. Some encyclopedia. We already have a +1 encyclopedia from the lane. Oh, the eyeglasses give +2 encyclopedia. Although this
In
thing
white,
does
silver,
kind of.
This is cradled in her arms are a pair of glowing lungs. Your knees touch the floor. The floorboard, the world, the ocean. The woman looks down at you as your fingertips touch your chest 4 times. Then you rise from your knees into the apricot. Despite the damage you've done to yourself, the title appears lodged in your hippocampus. This is her innocence, Dolores Day. The innocence of humanism, internationalism, and the welfare state. Perhaps
I guess she's
the
like
most
the
famous
Jesus
human
equivalent
being ever
this
to have
universe.
lived. No amount of Commodore Red can wipe her sad smile from your brain thing. It has survived the deluge and haunts you still. The highest category of historic individual, an embodiment of the world's spirit. More, an innocence is elected to office by the founding party. A
Oh, it's like
precedent
an actual
that has
title.
taken place a mere 6 times in the entirety of history. The legal system
like the
of
Pope?
the Real Belt is built to accommodate an authentic rule should it coincide with our time. And innocence is infallible. The decisions made by one are not decisions. They are inevitabilities. What would have happened anyway? Only accelerated, packed into decades instead of centuries. And innocence is a continuous, compressed event, a sacred human being. It is an honor and a glory to live when one is in
One in
office.
office now?
No, we are alone. 300 years ago, in the wake of the discovery of this Isola, many things, you know she was a woman of the court, the wife of an influential Marchese, and eventually, the terribly,
She was a star
women
person.
of the court were expected to play both contract bridge and chess sufficiently well to prove an interesting challenge to a man. A simple grasp in matters of philosophy, theology, and science was encouraged. She was, by all means, a kept woman. She made the most of her position in the antediluvian court, a court visited by the most prominent thinkers and artists of the day. In secret, she was becoming the era's preeminent philosopher of the state. A scalpel, a piercing gaze. She was an almost preternaturally magnetic and intelligent individual. To her contemporaries, she appeared out of time, a messenger from the future of the species. We all fell in love with her, head over heels. Even before she was declared an innocence, her influence was tremendous. It was on her advice that Irene Le Navigateur sponsored a number of voyages into the
Oh.
Pale. A costly,
One of the reasons they
often
discovered
tragic
the other
endeavor,
continents.
ultimately vindicated by the discovery of the new world, the piece of reality you're standing on. She was crowned 2 years after the first expedition returned, setting in motion, wow indeed, when her innocence was declared and the queen she had advised for years fell on her knees before her. She was so overcome with emotion that her lungs started glowing in her chest.
Never going supernatural.
Bystanders reported golden filaments lighting the already sunlit chamber around her, clearly visible beneath her dress, as did we all. The lands of the Mess, and in a city called Advesperaskit in Vespa Messina, she was dressed in a white and pearl dress on an emptied out plaza with the crowd far away. Oh yes, she looked like humanity's young mother, a perfect mother, insultingly beautiful. It was as if her face and shoulders and hands were covered in a soft down of underfeathers. Midwinter snow was beating the cobblestones around her. A small attaché of officials stood by as her Theriers placed a white gold wreath on her head. The crowning was mostly witnessed by Secret Servicemen. One of the men in this Secret Service killed her 22 years later. A young man who had come to suspect that Dolores Day was not entirely human, but something.
Oh, there's a
something
Judas in
that
this
had
story
walked in
too.
our midst,
Interesting.
watching us
All right.
stumble for hundreds, if not thousands of years, until it decided to interfere in the course of our history. We were supposed to come up with this ourselves. The man was reported to have screamed at the Dolores Day was shot in the chest with a fowling piece 8 times. The man, thought to be insane, said he once touched her and her body had been unnaturally warm, like a furnace, and that sometimes, while on duty, he observed her forgetting to breathe for over 10 minutes. This inhuman quality was witnessed by many others as well, glowing lungs and all. It is commonly attributed
That's
to
why her
mass
lungs are
hysteria
lit
and
up.
religious psychology. Terrifying is a term, although she is often considered to be the greatest human being to ever live. There was something ominous about Dolores Day. Constantly surrounded by her Therier, she was the most socially secluded and least self-aware of all the innocences. Some modern thinkers would consider her a war criminal for the campaigns she waged against the Mesk state. And then
Oh, but
there
she's
were the
also
resettlement
colonized other
programs.
countries.
The Mesk state tried to detach itself from innocentic rule. Parts of the world were
Erased a lot of their
experiencing
culture, too.
whiplash from accelerating into secularism. Her mandatory education programs and mass resettlement of
Interesting
upstream
because,
Maldives
okay,
were
Christ
problematic
didn't
as
live
well.
long enough to,
Dissenters
like,
were suppressed by a military
do all
force
this
she
stuff, right?
called
He
the Army
kind of did his
Humanity.
teaching in his lifetime, and his disciples and the people afterwards are what implemented the stuff after. But she like ruled for like 20-something years, long enough to
She adored chess,
implement some
yes,
of her.
but also military war games. Dolores Day often holds a tiny tin soldier between her
You know,
index
you see the
finger and
downsides
thumb
of her
in
come out.
icons such as this. She was also blonde, the blondest woman you have ever seen. Little
She
is
reminds
known
you
of her Marchese
your
husband.
wife.
It's as if he vanished from history after completing his role, which was to introduce Dolores Day to court. In conclusion, yes, there is something lonely, paranoid, and even terrifying that people seldom mention, but feel when they think of her.
Lieutenant Yefreiter, you've stood there for over 5 minutes. What are you thinking of, if I may ask?
Damn.
That she is. A great sacred piece. In this church, I mean. The coast in general. We shouldn't link the old it's a man
On the coast of an
they used to. We should be respectful.
Okay, back to visual calculus.
Hey, her Innocence Dolores Day liked little. You have the headless Falcon Rider figurine. You should give it to her. Win her back. Don't be so pessimistic. So very, very...
Okay. Alright, anything that gives visual calculus. The glasses give +1 visual calculus. Alright, +2 visual calculus for the thing. I guess I can put one more in. Can I? Oh, I can. I don't know. I only have 3 skill points left. I don't know if it's worth it.
The mother of humanism stands above you. The shards glimmer in the dark. Why? That does seem to be a problem. I don't know. What do we think? The mother of humanism.
I guess I could just load and keep doing it, but I don't know. We can try 2 times. I mean, I don't know. Like, reconstructing the glass is probably not like a big
The mother
deal.
of humanism stands
Unless
above
it's part of
you.
the mystery.
The
I mean,
precious
I don't
and
know.
the shards glimmer in. Why? That does. I don't know. The mother. Why? That does. The mother of
Alright, let's try this again.
The mother of humanism stands above you. Nothing.
Oh. I think we're just gonna keep, unless it has something to do with this mystery of the,
The mother of humanism stands above the shards glimmer.
let's see if it does something interesting.
The mother of humanism stands nothing.
No? I also don't like how this game kind of encourages you to constantly switch clothes in order to get the best, like,
The mother
stats.
of humanism stands the shards glimmer.
You just, like, you see this dude constantly changing clothes. Like, I need to...
The mother of
I
humanism.
guess they wanted some kind of gear
jigsaw
system.
of broken shards
Oh.
falls into place in front of you. A ghostly reconstruction of the stained glass window. Before it was shattered, there was
A
an older
leitmotif.
woman beneath the younger one, and a text, a leitmotif. Unknown. A motor carriage, a gunshot, someone falling into it, or maybe just Uli.
Who's this older woman?
The escutcheon on her throne says
Irene the Navigator.
Irene the Navigator. She is depicted as an older woman wearing thick-rimmed eyeglasses, holding a golden Reichsapfel in one hand and a scepter in the other. This is the queen her innocence
Symbols
Day
of monarchy?
advised. Above, she herself is whole. Small figures of wise men, common men, worshippers walk up the stairs to stand at her feet. Secret servicemen, 30 years, stand in a row guarding her. It must have taken years to produce this work in all its dizzying detail. Below both women, in luminous black letters, Après la vie, mort. Après la mort, la vie de nouveau. And then, along the left side, Après le monde, la gré. Après le gré, le monde de nouveau.
Lieutenant, this used to say after life, death.
Death.
After death,
Life
life
again.
again.
After the world, the pale. After the pale, the world again. This exaltation is common
The
in
pale is
Delorian
Legris.
sacredism. In the early years, it was even incorporated as the RCM slogan. No more, however.
Why?
It was deemed subservient to use a strongly moral intern-related motto. We already suspected of bootlicking. The sentence was also seen as too feminine. It was a macho thing.
What's the RCM,
Justice, union, prudence, and force.
Ah. I like the other one.
So do I.
Oh, okay. Kitsuragi agrees.
The mother of humanism. Why? That does seem to be a problem. The mother of humanism. Why? That does. I don't know. The mother of.
Alright. Alright, let's see if we can keep making this, Keep making this nightclub happen. Bag together.
Hi again. So, how things go? And? What happened? Oh, man. Who is he? What did you think?
Seemed okay, to be honest.
Really?
Very spiritual.
Huh. Interesting. No matter. Yeah. No.
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
Actually told me he wouldn't mind
I don't
nightclub.
know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice.
I don't think he really gives a damn about
I
you.
guess it's not a massive problem.
Everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light. Yeah. Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her? A programmer? That's odd.
What a pity. That's my favourite thing in the world.
A shame. What can we do? Unity! Dance! And you can't just evict her?
Look at you.
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her... The lines in the dark exist. Coexist.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
Egghead cannot believe what you.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out, right? Excellent. Good luck, my friend. Goodbye, officer.
Oh, okay. All they say is, alright, you can try talking to her again. I guess. Alright. See what's up with,
Hello again. Come on, I can tell. You sure? Go ahead. Oh, really? So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress? Okay, uh-huh. And you're sure it's so... Go ahead.
yeah, it's pretty funny. She diagnosed your problem immediately. Doesn't have anything else to say. I mean, says the quest said give her some time to... Okay, yeah, after the nightclub. Okay, so you can only talk to her about it after you set up the nightclub. Alright, back to convince her we go.
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre. He wants to
I
make
don't
it
want
work.
to make anything work. Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Suggestion! Research not going well. Okay, oh, so if you know she's in a bad situation, you can help her out.
Hey.
Are you serious?
what makes the world
92%? Come on. How did I fail at 90%? That's some real XCOM shit.
Yes, what is it? I don't want to make any... Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
Easy. When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen, about your research, you mentioned earlier it's not going very well. Maybe I can help
What?
with something?
No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I can help you finish the project, you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
Alright. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory and
this is the one I'm holding.
That's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need it.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
Okay, but still.
But what is an offsite copy?
It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory.
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament. Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady. That's her name, I believe. Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building cellar. The thing in the giant ice bear fridge.
But you've been to the fridge and it wasn't there.
Wait. A note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
Said the offsite copy had been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. The note was signed off by someone named
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Suliswov Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. And feature creep, and the value of... Like it would have made a difference. The offsite copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous. And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream. The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means. Because she's from Martinez. And people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil. No. She literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my Rain Civic.
The lieutenant coughed.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those tanks. And here's my
she gave you the pry bar.
Tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice.
She gave you a super pry bar so you can get it for nice.
If you get me the offsite copy, then you can keep the Kvalsund.
The legendary Kvalsund multi-tool. This is Prybar version 2.0.
Nice. Alright, well.
Like you. This glorious multi-tool makes a regular Prybar completely...
Nice. Your pry bar is garbage compared to this thing. Okay. I mean, I don't know why she has it, but that's cool. Where we go? The map? Let's go back to the... Is there a fast travel thing? How do I fast travel? Alright, I have the tool now. I really don't want to walk all the way back there, so please. It's gotta be some way to fast travel. Alright. Okay, yeah, travel here. Okay, good. Just click on the thing while you're outside. Nice. Through the other way. This, alright, equip the super pry bar. Let's do it. Oh, but I'm weakened
this
from my
machine is buzzing like an old...
Oh, better grip with gloves. Okay. What? My cool these gloves don't work? I gotta use gardening gloves.
This orange machine is buzzing like an old submarine.
Oh no, this is a plus
It
one.
has a hand cranked.
Oh no. Okay, no, it's not the There is something else that buffs physical instrument, I'm guessing. Oh. It's one. Anything else that gives physical instrument? Guess not. Here we go.
This orange machine is buzzing. Ice squeaks beneath your caval.
That's the physical instruments more.
This orange machine is buzzing. Ice groans and howls under the strain of your giant Kavalzund multi-tool until the lid cracks open. Blue electric lights come to life. Inside, on a frosty platform, lies an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep. A filament memory with the words "off-site copy" written on its side. Disappointment washes over you as you stare.
A scoop of ice cream would have been nice, yes.
You gently lift the...
We should take it back to Miss Lukanen killed as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperature.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the...
Oh. Does it get destroyed if we take too long? I don't know. Oh, holy shit, that multi-tool is huge. Like, look how big it is. And how you have to carry it. Or hopefully this doesn't destroy anything.
Tiles on the cube are like a smooth draw. The filament slides. The speaker comes.
Good evening, please repeat. Is this good? No, that
What does she mean? That's... Don't worry.
fortress accident. Is there? Thank you.
Tiles on the cube are still. The filament slides out of its glowing.
Okay. Wait, does each filament have its individual password? Or no, it's the area, probably. Okay. You have to do it in her computer. I guess each terminal has its own password. Damn, that lady's got to keep track of all the password for every terminal. That's like freaking Windows. You know, you have to put your password in to log into your Windows account, but somebody out there has to just remember everyone's password, note down everybody's password for every computer and smart device. What a pain in the ass. Okay.
Yes, what is it? Yes?
Here you go.
Thanks. Looks like it's the one. Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it. I have a theory. Lintel was able to divine the location of the anomaly from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of failure.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data. This is wrong. Machines shouldn't behave like that. Sorna doesn't reply, her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it. Hold on. Shh. Just give me a...
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly. Thank you.
He yells back
There.
from the ground.
In the swallow. Think you can help me again? I need you to go move those water bolts for me. I need to double check my calculation.
You like moving things around.
Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions.
Oh
Move the third bolt
no.
2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bolt 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick. Thanks.
Hopefully they save that shit down. 'Cause I don't know what is this?
It's awfully silent. Measurements have been marked down around the box. Oh boy, this is going to be good. It moves like a ghost without some water spills out of the lead programmer. Time to run back, or maybe walk.
Autosave.
Yes, what is it? Great. Everything should be aligned now. Yeah, nothing. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Isn't it gonna be just silence and nothing
I don't
else?
know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist? What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is... Maybe I'm just tired. Yeah, you're right.
The lieutenant, and then nothing happened. You can hear some small animal cross the floor in the chancel. She doesn't talk.
Damn it. No, of course not.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for...
No. My hypothesis was wrong. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything.
Ooh, my perception is very high. Let's go.
Yes, what is it?
All you hear is your own
Damn it.
breathing. But when was the last...
Well, did you hear anything?
Okay. Well, do I have anything that increases perception? Maybe.
Yes, what is it?
All you hear is your own breathing.
Aw.
Heavy.
Save scumming. Anything that gives perception? I have things that give minus perception. Kind of weird is like shirts and there's freaking
Yes, what is it?
All you hear is your own breathing. Heavy and
Yes, what is it?
everything disappears. You are draped in silence like a drowning man staring into his puny little headspace, and then the pressure changes. It feels like flying on an aerostatic, or when your ears pop, or like a subtle difference in the atmosphere, a weather change hanging in the... What if the sound you're looking for is too low for you to hear it?
no. What if we just need a better
A
sound?
better sound system? Alright, but
Well, we have
where would we
crazy
get one?
musicians. Maybe they have one.
Suddenly, a rhythmic beat permeates the walls, causing a small patch of decorative stucco to crumble onto the wooden floor.
They should really allocate some renovation funds to this place.
No. What they really should do is shut down the disco men for disturbing neighborhood peace.
But they could help
You
with the
mean the
speaker.
speed freaks? Of course. The speed freaks. They have a fantastic sound system. And you think they would help me?
It would if you wouldn't mind the moving
I
in
guess
with
I could live through a week or two of peaceful coexistence. Sure. Let me know how it goes. Thanks, officer.
Oh, she actually thanked you. Damn. We're making progress. guys. I will get you your...
Hi again. So, how are things going? Yes? What's the
Good
deal?
news. She needs your
We
speakers
are
for
grateful, Copman. You're an augury of a new era of Nordic dance music. That's fine. And you're still sure about keeping our little side business, right?
Oh, you mean the illegal drug lab? There will be no shady shenanigans in the church.
Fine. We can make do. It's going to take us a bit to move our stuff inside. A couple of hours, maybe. Come check back later. Let's get moving.
Oh, does it actually take a couple of hours? Do we have to come back tomorrow? Oh, no, never mind. I guess they just time-lapse it.
Yeah, it's all set up, man. Can you already imagine ecstatic vibrations? Totally transcendent. And I've finished setting up the new compressor too.
Maybe these guys will help me with my sound set.
Now the only thing left to do is the name of the club. Will you do the honors, detective?
I wouldn't.
An underground place with no...
We're not going with anything that...
Why not? The Crabman has ideas, Estelle. Ideas from another level of conscious.
I don't care. I don't like the Crabman, and I don't like his ideas. His ideas are spooky.
The name.
Andre's overthinking.
Yes. You... Noid's right. You've helped us so much. It's
How about something simple?
too modern and too ironic. We don't want ironic. We want real.
I don't.
Good. We have too many opinions anyway.
You have? Well, what's the name?
Like that DeLorean word for the world, you mean? Elysium.
But Disco Elysium? Isn't it wacky? Disco's kind of gone, isn't it? Forgotten.
The past is the future, but the future is dead. No, it's beautiful. Beautiful and brave. Like we want it to be.
And short. And memorable.
It's settled then. Everyone welcome to Disco Elysium.
Andre breaks into frenzied dance-like motion to celebrate the name. Someone turns.
I'm dancing. Yes, my man.
Talk? What is there to talk? Audio waves thump against your rib
Oh
cage.
no,
The
dance
speaker
fever.
setup makes everything sound much.
Alright, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do the show Shepherd how to dance. Oh, it's -1 sub repair. So why does your base disco boots actually lower it? Oh no, I have nothing for this. My base subwoofer is pretty high actually. I'm gonna invest everything into this
Hey,
dance.
man. It's good to see you.
You close your
But just
puts a grin on your face just to think about it. Even a failed attempt gets the juices flowing and repairs some of the damage.
Oh,
done by
dancing's good for you.
battles
Okay.
lost.
Goodbye, officer.
Alright, one more. Using all our points on this.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your
But just
puts a grin on your face.
Okay. Is there anything lowering our subwoofer? Wasteland in reality takes quite a while to freaking
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close
Oh,
your
we did
eyes
it?
and vacate your
Yeah.
skull, leaving your brain to wonder, where did that little fluttering light go?
Total darkness. You sink down the darkest fathoms of your own personal deep, vertebrate by vertebrate, through the unformed skulls of your mind. Here it will begin. Who fucking cares? No, not good. Orgasmic. Oh, don't worry. The music's still there. It's you who is gone. This is a pivotal moment. Try not to piss yourself. Nothing. Just the immaculate silence of your spinal fluid. Electrified.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Every vertebrae in your spine is
So apparently there are some animals who just constantly grow teeth their entire life. I think it's the elephant that does that.
Teeth. The one you're
Or it might have been the shark,
currently in
actually.
has a little brain forming in it, waiting for its turn to rule the world. In the spinal cord.
Good. Because from what I can see, it's about to bust a move.
It's time to bust a move.
Foolhardy. Do you even know what's happening on the surface? Maybe 1,000 years have passed. Or maybe you started spazzing out like 2 seconds ago.
With your eyes still closed, the first thing you feel, all the way back in the pivoting darkness of your own torso, is warmth. You have become a triumph of rhythmoplastics, somewhere in a smelly wooden church on the coast of Revachol. The wounds from the war you waged on your body are healing.
Damn, dancing is
Twist
healing
by
your
twist,
body?
Turn by turn. You must have touched upon an entirely new way of moving the human body. Every motion is pumping your brain full of endorphins. Open your eyes to the pioneering glory of hard style.
Open your eyes and dance like you've never danced before.
You have become a flawless interlocking mechanism, a flesh and bone approximation of the throb coming from the speaker setup of the one called Eggheads. Entirely
Yo, you do it with the bag in your hand, it's hilarious.
Free from self-awareness, no deliberation, only, and I mean only, execution.
Oh my god! No way!
With this reel-to-reel mixer blasting the anthem of a future that will never come, the young man observes your moves for a second.
Damn, they had to animate this.
He throws a screwdriver and a bunch of drill chucks into the corner and explodes into dance. What he lacks in sharpness, he more than makes up for in violent enthusiasm. The young woman lifts her headphones up slightly and
Asil, are you going to dance?
No, recording.
the lead programmer throws the other young woman a knowing glance before turning her attention. She's still at her mainframe, pressing buttons.
Dance,
The young
it's
man
the law.
immediately bounces up and down, then assumes the same dance pattern.
Kim, get in here.
What's going on here? Delinquents.
This is clearly a Code 31 emergency.
Code 31, Code 31.
Of his nose. The lights reflect off his glass. He's obviously having trouble adjusting to this new world.
The Code 31 emergency? Really?
Yes, officer in need of assistance on the dance
The
floor.
lieutenant crosses his arms with a bemused look.
What's happening? Good for you. Rock on, then.
We ain't going anywhere before we tear
What?
shit up. Yo, authority election. Yo, you outrank it. Yes, yes, do it. Oh, I don't think it's happening, but yo, can we put our last point in there? I think we need to do it. I think we need to do it. Let's go. Let's go!
What's
No!
hardcore than a little
No,
bit of-
wait, okay, no. I don't want to say that shit.
Excuse me.
This would be a good time. No. Stop immediately. Stop dancing, and he looks down.
Oh,
Then-
God.
Dance?
Damn. This, okay, whoop, immediately. Fucking, nope, abort. We need to abort right now. Don't say that shit. Do not say that shit. Yikes. Okay. Alright, we need authority. Do I have anything that gives authority? Oh, nice. Get the grapes. Ah, I guess that's it for authority. Oh, this thing is -2 authority. Alright. No, we have to do the whole thing again.
Oh,
It's
hey,
alright,
man.
we'll
It's
just...
good to see you.
You close your...
But just a...
Puts a grin on your face.
Goodbye, officer.
I refuse to continue
It's good to see
unless,
you. Goodbye, officer.
I refuse to continue unless Kim's doing it with you. You gotta do it. Alright.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close...
But just imagine...
Puts a grin on your face.
Goodbye, officer.
Do it again.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your eye.
But just a...
Puts a grin on your face.
Oh, you just capped at 18%? I don't know what's going on here.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close...
But just a...
Puts a grin on...
Goodbye, officer.
I don't think the
Oh, hey,
percentage
man.
changed,
It's good
right?
to
Oh no,
see you.
28%.
You close
Bit
your...
higher. Okay. Damn, this is gonna be really hard because we don't have the we just don't have the stats for this. I mean, it's healing my morale, so
Oh,
whatever.
hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your...
But just a...
Puts a grin on your...
Goodbye, officer.
I'm gonna try one more time. Come on.
Oh, hey, man. It's good to see you.
You close your...
But just a...
Puts a grin on...
Maybe I can talk to everyone else, get some other stats first. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe we can just do the other stuff first.
Vibration. The whole... He stabbed the other real deck.
Yeah! The first page of the...
I guess he's fine. Actually, how's Suna doing?
Yes, what is it?
What? What? I can't hear you! The music... Oh, the project! It's not going... There's that guy! I need him to plug a 3.5 cable into the auxiliary input so that I can route the audio signal through the... He doesn't listen to me! He only ever seems to care about hardcore and... Thanks! Let me know how it goes!
Oh, okay. We still have to do the project. Okay, not over yet. Alright, we have to... Damn it, I might have to save up some skill points for this one.
Comrade! To the mega! Yeah! Oh, she uses 3.5.
Oh no. We're going to be in this church forever.
Don't worry, I have an adapter for it right here.
Kim's like, no,
Hang
we're
on.
trapped in hell.
This is a 4.5. We're all good.
Whoa, thank God. Adapters noticeably degrade the sound quality.
Great! Someone got through to him! Okay, let's get it on!
Everybody! Everybody! Don't panic! I'm going to turn off the Arno for just a sec. For us, the Arno will be back! But we're doing something else for one moment. Alright, go tell her that Egghead is ready to rave to her tunes. And then I'll turn off the music.
Alright.
Yes, what is it?
Okay, but
think you can add...
Maximum! Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time? Maximum is not the only way.
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no other way!
Glue style? Okay.
See? He pumps it to the hard mass because I'm afraid that something might happen. It's...
Can't turn down the...
Of course it is.
Yeah!
The button is stuck.
Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready.
Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically. Not so stoically. His hand moves to the gun holster. There's tightness in your chest. And
What? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
no wind outside, no waves, no floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is unnatural. The woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates in the air and then stops. Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts creeping up your spine. It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It's out there now, in the world. Made manifest. It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on?
This fragile world is about to break.
It's getting louder.
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Oceana! Mother of Mega!
He's peaking. The worst high he's ever been on.
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
Glass shards around Dolores Day's vacant heart appear to be vibrating from the sound. It almost looks as if she's
In the
alive.
corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously. His eyes searching for a possible evacuation.
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
Cracks appear on the...
Come down to...
Below it, all the bass grows, like the jaws of a giant compressor gnawing on metal and wood. It does not sound benevolent at all.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Beautiful cut!
Shit! It doesn't stop.
Yes, I've turned it off! Andre, pull the compressor! The place is gonna come down!
Fuck! I can't say...
This is it. A great roar, and then it stops. Totally and utterly, as if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead.
What happens if you
holding
don't
a
stop
dangling
it?
cable in his hand.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore. You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes, Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you too. And you, officer. I don't know what we've discovered, but I know what it sounds like now. That's a start.
Did you hear
It
that?
was very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again. It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never even heard of anything like this.
A voice seems muffled in the silent church.
Yes, our lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission. They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway. Stay here! I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Sulispov. Also devise further measurements.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
I don't care, but thank you anyway. Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes, and we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown...
Some tiny hard thing lets
Yo,
go.
godly logic.
You're still alive.
Alright, it's time for some logic. Some facts and demolish this with our facts and logic. Alright. Logic here. Logic here. Alright, it should be. It's quite a lot of logic, actually. Yeah, 6 logic now.
Yes, what is it?
You don't have to. You already have. A long time ago.
Suna, it is the origin point of
What?
the Pale. Swallow, it's how it starts. It's Baby
But-
Pale.
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
That comforts her.
Then, what is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less than nothing. No.
Final rest state for our reality.
Then the Pale is... But the gradient, it clearly hasn't started yet. We're here, and the Pale is not. I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes. Like a cancer or a mold. Erupting in points inside the world. According to this, how long...
Start swallowing? It's already started.
And information. Causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects in addition to sound and data?
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM...
Of course! A pine wood sarcophagus, or a containment facility of some kind, built by the first settlers. I have considered the same. The bad news is, there were 7 pinewood churches built in the first decade of provincial settlement. Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but...
Some of them might. A black grain hanging in the air.
You think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here? Even say software development? True, we never should have upgraded to Vox 50. And the spec kept changing. And those damn heads. But still, the anomaly caused a massive data loss. So, it had a part to play. It does something.
An amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure. This is a hell of a guess, however. Well worded, I might add.
Yes, it is very interesting. But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the stained glass window. Cold.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest? Some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team. Maybe I'll sound mad.
Man, You will certainly someday.
One more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular
Club is the only thing
space.
keeping this place in the restaurant.
I wouldn't go so far.
Yeah! Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out.
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have an anthropomedic.
The swallow, you mean? Great.
Well,
You've got a thin cop between you and me. I don't know if you've noticed this about me. I'm a little suspicious of authority.
Yes, you really came through for the hardcore underground. How come?
Andre is busy cutting some slightly less lame a cell using her contact mic, the one with the large head. Sire, the tent. 'Twas a security risk. And in here, sanctuary. 'Twas only noble of you.
Okay.
It's a miracle of carpentry. Dead bodies carved into total shapes. That's right. The first settlers
wait,
built
hold
it,
on. This guy
plus
knows
6
about
more
history?
like it. On the coast here was one of the first things they did. Must have been really scared of something. But alone on an uninhabited archipelago. Forced to
Wait,
face
hold on. This
themselves
guy has a
and
story.
nature. Pre-industrial quantities of solitude. The sea, perhaps something more fundamental. I would want to build a safe place for myself and my own as well. Maybe they were unable to face the nature of the world, perishing. A cop who's into building critique. Okay then, this is folk DeLoreanism, lawmongerer. It's a subset of early DeLorean architect, total. Everything between an ancient concrete cathedral and a glass cube is DeLoreanism. This is just an homespun version of it. Folksy stuff. Early mass production. They made fat like that woman there. Vertical, thin, white. A false image of grandeur. The source of the system is up there. You're at the bottom. They really dug that power vertical. Like to show off large and intricate structures. Arches, spires. Put you down with them. They were really into painting everything white too. Virginal shit, you know. Married shit. Virtue and tyranny. Stands to reason it used to be white on the outside before the sea wind took all the paint off.
Slowly, peeled by the wind, your skin crawls.
Dead bodies of perennial plants. I saw some piglets suckling their dead mother. Have you heard this one, cop man? After a short while, they shuddered and went away. They had sensed that she could no longer see them and that she wasn't like them anymore. What they loved in their mother weren't her body, but whatever it was that made her body live. End of quote. This is an high-quality carcass. The power of anodic beats and hard bass is needed to reanimate it. A 3,000-year-old tyrannical regime of history, built and maintained by hundreds of generations of self-appointed intellectuals. It's false core. Anodic dance music. Regular dance music wasn't hard enough. And yes, I do.
You know what this kind of stuff goes well with. Your pleasure response was more like,
I don't. Fucker giving me the evil eye. I didn't know it was in here. We have to get rid of it. Dismantle it. Can't dance with a giant mass murderer looking at ya. Not a good look for the...
Mellow, man, mellow. No one's a mass murderer. Mass murder on the floor.
Oh, the resettlement programs are totally okay.
The world spirit does not have a body. It has organs. Hardcore. This Arno van Eyck track is an organ. The carpentry and glass cutting that built this house are also organs. I like this question, cop man. She did not live the life of a human. She lived like someone who's playing a game. The life of an operator. That's not the life that humans live. She was adored. Humans aren't. I don't know about you, but they hate me. and they do not think I'm innocent or some shit like that. Well, they loved her. They put all their love in her and forgot all about the rest of us.
That's a fair point. You pour all your love into Jesus. What about, normal people? I guess.
There is. She is a party repellent.
No, that's not it. It's something more. Something the Speed Freak looks the same way. It is dark there in the back of the church.
She invented the beauty you're feeling. She and her glass cutters and iconographers. You set the standard, alright, then you meet it. It's effective like that, but it is also very soft of core.
If you say, what's beautiful, and you just reframe everything around you.
You may be onto something, Copper Man. She's got those mass murdering hips. Okay. Odd to say, Cop Man. I did get to talk. Anyway, he dude's seen some crazy shit, but he's actually a lot like us. Have you been listening to what Egg's been saying? Love is hardcore, man. And the mother's love is the hardest core of all. The man picks up on stuff, and he knows a lot about the church. I got a lot to learn from him. Good thing you didn't squash him. The Crabman's been lurking here for a while. He's experienced things. Things that give not like an encasement, confinement, of something they were afraid of.
Oh, this probably gives you a boost for
on the Isola. I think that's what the crab like. This is some old world shit newbies had heard about. I don't know. And it's not something they properly... It'll be fruitless though. She won't be able to measure it. People like that always want to measure everything.
Heisenberg uncertainty principle thrown in there.
They really can't.
The wood creaks as a gale blows by outside.
No. It's pretty fucking unsound if you ask me. They should have built a club for anodic music around it. Anodic music will definitely contain whatever we're dealing with. And if it can't, well, seems to be the trend around here, doesn't it? You can't measure shit like this. It's not like substance. Like a concentric ring, and that is what caused the communards to fail in defending the beachhead. I don't know. Maybe you can figure things. Suspicious people are esoteric people. We don't go around. It took us setting out for this whole enterprise. It's short for paranoid. A reasonable question. Say I get hurt. I want to make sure it never happens again. So I analyse the situation. Exercise caution. Caution is suspicion. It'd be easier to list stuff I'm not suspicious of. I'm not suspicious of sound and colour. Mechanics and chemistry also have a trueness about them. Most anything else deceives. Wants to steal your life away. I don't have a top 10 list of things I'm most suspicious of. But if I had one, the left-right complex would be number 1. Number 2 would be their sole accomplishment. The pig-wheat paradigm. Mental illness is a term the powers use to homogenise people. I prefer not to. Both ask the wrong questions. Any spark of light from either one is accidental. Their combined movement's only concern is producing enough pig and wheat for everyone. The end goal of humanity.
Hey man, if you don't got any pig or wheat,
mistake was assuming that words have more being than bodies. That's what led us astray.
Whatever this true life is,
it's our only shit. We should make better use of not being animals or cereal grain ourselves.
yeah, what's so bad about cereal grain? Can't have any art. Art only started developing because people didn't have to spend their entire time producing food.
Yes, having food is means to an end, but the left never talks about the end, only the means. Caps are likewise suckers, constantly sleepless in worry.
his eyes flicker.
But life is true if it's free from fear, an eternal division among oneself. In others, mankind has seeds of greatness in it. A germinal will come, a return to trueness, It will be hardcore. Beats and bright lights to shatter.
There's
Just
one
like
dance
that.
music. You're advancing a
Speed
noise-based
freak.
society.
Many non-Occidental cultures share a beat at their art. Thus, they are closer to true utmost again usually.
Hardcore!
Maybe you're being too specific about. Oh yeah, sure thing.
Oh, conceptualization. Oh, another damn. There's so many hard. Do I have anything that helps with conceptualization? My blue stats are very low. See if we can do this godly.
What's on your
16
mind?
is really hard.
Aggressive, monotonous, but also somehow sacrum, primitive, yet futuristic.
How much can I even go? I have 2 skill points. Nice.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Aggressive,
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
aggressive,
They got some really. This is like end game level rolls. Let's see
She's
what
whistling a
Estelle's
melody.
got.
Hey there. I've been recording some new audio from all these beams and rafters. The sounds travelling through the wood are pretty cool. Creaks and stuff. Like you're underwater, you know? But that's not really what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to thank you instead for getting me and my friends in here. And we even found some new associates, such as Good, I think. Noid is getting a read on the place. I think he finds the carpentry very impressive. Andre's been setting up the compressor and dance. Sauna, the programmer, she's doing whatever she does. But sure, you helped us out. I can repay the favour. Ah, she's a bit odd, I have to say. Doesn't talk much. I'm not really sure how to vibe with her, you know? Seems like she's not in a very good mood most of the time. But earlier today, she told me about Welkins, and she seemed oddly happy, like she had
She's
some
also
idea
into.
with
Well,
those
I mean, she did work on a
little
video game.
creatures. Some artistic idea. I didn't. Oh, the crab man. Still gives me the creeps the way he moves. I just tried to stay away from the crab man, but he talks to Noid. Beats me. Noid's who knows. Who do you want to know about? Andre. He's a cool guy. Doesn't really come off as one, but he is. To me, at least.
She rubs her sides, but not from cold.
He takes care of shit. Sorry. I mean, he's got a vision. For what life should be, you know? Nothing. But then again, there's nothing to organise around here either. He really wants this church thing to work. Must have taken it as a sign when he found it abandoned like that. Said it was an augury. I don't know where he got that from. Andre's not super intelligent. I've never seen him so psyched about anything though. And he's often psyched. Looks sort of desperate, like it's his last chance or something. Or maybe he was just high. I mean, not that he does drugs, just high, you know? Yes. Who do you want to know about? He's a four-burger, I guess, like the rest of us. Okay, maybe not Egg, I don't know about him, but Noid and the rest are from Forberg, making the pilgrimage up north to visit the Palaceum. He's real hardcore about the lifestyle. What do you mean, do? Like, for a living? He's a carpenter, trained and all.
Noid's a
He's
carpenter.
very good, he just doesn't have the mindset to work like that, in a shop somewhere. Not to sound too dramatic, but I wouldn't make light of his belief system when he's around. Noid's it's just something poor Forberg kids do every spring, to pass the time. We walk the entire length of Boogie Street, up to Jamrock, or as much as possible. I don't know, man. Have you been down Boogie Street? It's a little bewildering. Kind of. Okay. Then you should go and take a look, I guess. Yeah, I hope you do. Who do you want to know about? What do you mean?
What does he think he's doing when he yells
Oh,
out?
that. He's the party boy. And Nordic music doesn't really do vocals in the traditional sense. Vocals are thought of as rock. That's to say they're a bit backward. No offence if you like rock music though. Rock music's cool by me. Anyway, even if you don't have vocals, you still need someone to say something every now and then, right? To urge things on.
Oh, okay.
That's where the party
That's
boy
where you
comes
get the
in.
yeah boy, or I don't know.
He basically just stands on the stage and dances
MCing.
and yells how awesome everything is.
I understand. People are usually afraid to do things if others aren't already doing them. Dancing makes you dance, like sneezing makes you sneeze, or yawning. Anyway.
Embarrassed that they didn't do the injection.
Actually, we don't know where he's from, or who he is. One time we were out partying somewhere in backwater Forburg, or maybe even Coal City, I can't remember. Egg was yelling along to some jam someone was spinning, all night long. Just kept yelling until he didn't have a shred of voice left. When the sun came up over the mines. There were mines? Yeah, it was in Coal City. Egg came with us. He made this wheezing puppy dog sound all the way back. Couldn't even... It was definitely Coal City, because it took us 2 days to walk back to the fort. He just wheezed the whole way. We never really asked why he came with us, or who he was. I think his name is Jermaine. People are sweet.
You can see it must have been a great night. The memory causes her to go silent for a moment.
Who do you want to know about? Me? Again? I told you.
There's that phrase again.
It means I don't answer questions about myself. Thank you. Sure.
Catch the silver bird. Legendary reaction speed. Okay. Well, once again, reaction speed is one of my good stats, but I mean, what would help reaction speed? Well, only things that lower reaction speed. Oh no, this one does. The bum hat somehow gives you some reactions.
Welcome back.
The silver bird has all.
Welcome back.
The silver bird has all.
Yep. Let's see if this is worth it. Spending all my points on this. I'd rather do the dancing, but you know, hey, you can always come back later.
O Pasaro, it's what the Zemoyaki, the Gradian community in Revachol, call a person who never breaks under interrogation. It's an organized crime term.
What do you mean? Alright. My father was a Zemyaki. He died years ago. He was a bad man. Not a lot of good things to say about him and what he did. He bought the family a huge house, so we got to live, at least temporarily, in a giant castle in Jamrock. And then he died. What do you think? The competition came and took everything away. It was like in a war zone. So after his death, we had nothing left, and we were in danger. My mother had to change her name, mine too. We left it all behind. It was a stupid idea, and I'm still disappointed I came up with it.
Aren't there any local authorities who might look down on such activity?
I took that into account, of course. Coordinated the operation with the débardeurs, else they might get unhappy. Not in person, but I let them know. You can't do anything without the fat ones getting wind. It wasn't too difficult to convince them, really. It's a good thing you ended that mess, though. I felt I was turning Dadwise into a corrupt business person. Unpleasant.
Come on, this is all fine. But you don't have anything on Everard.
No, I don't think it would lead anywhere with Everard. He's just going to deny it.
Yeah. Have you seen Everard?
Okay. I guess we should dance later then. We are gonna... We can always come back later. Alright, let's take care of the... Oh, there's stuff back here too? Oh no, I guess they just changed the... Changed the area. Alright, gotta remember, we gotta come back and dance. This is a lot of cleaning out the rooms. Alright, let's go get the body.
The man is decom. The lieutenant adjusts his glasses and takes a deep breath.
All right. I will need a little help carrying him.
Oh, you're by yourself for a bit. Let's see if we can go talk to that that other guy. Up on the balcony. Otherwise, we just sleep and go to day 4. Oh wait, actually, we need to call the disappearance thing in, right? Oh, no, he's not there today. Okay. Once you're already there, you're already there. Right? Unless... I guess once you're already there, you can't abuse the fast travel. We actually should see what's up with the cryptozoologist too. There's a lot of loose threads actually. Nothing's down there. Wait, what?
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again. Goodness, how is he? Did he say why he hasn't returned yet? Oh, yes. But I am so relieved to hear that he's okay. Thank you for putting an old woman's heart at ease, if even a little.
You haven't, however. There are dangers out there.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old woman's ramblings. Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there. The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy. I've never seen anything like it.
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left. Went into the reeds. I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud, looking around. I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I met Moret. We were on our first date when I told him my story. You should have seen his face. He said my descriptions matched the phasmid down to a T. Not all of them, as far as I remember. some of them on the inside like stalks of marble. If our first. Yeah, it's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case. You're welcome, sweetie.
Yeah, I don't want to
I do appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
Alright, let's look at our to-do list.
Can I help you?
What is this thing?
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy. I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the...
This was mostly about the fucking cardio. Massive cardio here. You'll live till 90, or you get a heart attack from running.
Oh, maybe the other multi-tool is something I can open this door.
You see a heavy...
Hold on. Maybe the other multi-tool is something that can open this door. Or does it only open from the other side?
You see a heavy... The door... A challenge. The steel doesn't even tremble. Now you're hanging from the... Okay, it was a challenge, and you failed. The door... A challenge. The steel doesn't even tremble. Now you're hanging... Okay.
Oh, you're
It
just
was
taking...
the old cobalt paint, rough on the finger.
Oh, you just need a certain physical instrument. I guess this... I still have the debuff from physical instruments, so maybe that's why. Okay, we are about to be... It's like, what, like 9 o'clock? No, it's like 11 o'clock right now. I could... What else do I have to investigate? Oh, the, I guess I can investigate the room number 28, whatever. Oh, we also have to investigate room 10 for... That's that lady. We do have to find the traps, but that's not even listed in the thing. Balcony? Oh, hey, there he is. Oh, the dude is there.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again? Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. That's nice, but I don't have...
He takes downstairs.
Besides, I've got to run. To the city. It's a beautiful...
A man on high heels.
We'll talk. Just take care, alright?
Ooh, level up, baby. Alright, we gotta... Oh! Interesting, we're doing this without Kim. Alright. Whoa, what the hell? Why is there a... That's kind of weird.
Officers of the Revachol City. My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the
Okay, he's
coalition
an official
government.
with the coalition government. He's
I
your
heard
boss.
you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Oh yes, that's really all I can tell you about it. I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Officer...
He holds out his hands and blows.
No. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. That's when I understood. I should not be seen. I couldn't see their faces well. Let's just say that the laboring... I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. That's a giant you're describing. I went back in...
Yes, back in...
Officer, the yard was pitch black. All men, I presume.
That doesn't quite
It's possible, officer. But I believe they were mostly white. Though I believe I saw... Well, that's the... Eventually, their shout... You're right, of course. That is... I'm afraid I don't have
incredibly
anything.
unhelpful.
All I can say is that... No, I didn't see the corpse until the... Of course. The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer. Like a heart
okay,
disease
and this is
blocking
like,
the normal circulation of the
huh,
economy.
some
It must be
IRL
controlled.
fear-mongering about inflation
The
right now.
economy impacts the entire international community. Yes, as I... Yes. Well, you could say I'm... La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call... It is the most important thing. It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is
It's
essential
just
for maintaining high levels of
buzzwords,
employment,
yeah.
which is essential for maintaining the... Take your daily bread, for example. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce.
And
That's
why
why
is
the
that
Institute
bad?
of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%, but not too far below. No. Too below is also bad. Below.
Okay,
But
yeah.
close. The coalition believes in the importance of informing the... A sound monetary policy is essential. But I don't have my leaflets on me. It's the internet. But of course. Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democracy.
But what is a normal,
The Occident
stable
is part of the normal world. Martinez? No. Martinez is something else. Revachol is generally difficult. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking. My friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work. Oh, yes, the big bad coalition crushed the revolution.
Oh, okay.
if
It's
the
not our
revolution
fault for
was
invading
succeeding,
you. You shouldn't
would
have
it
been
have been
too
crushed
weak
so
to get.
easily?
You shouldn't have been so weak to get invaded. What kind of
Are
logic
we
is that?
really so bad for wanting... Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that, moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture here...
Jamrock and other parts of the international zone have been mercifully spared of Sir Leclerc's love for meatballs.
Hey,
and
come on,
mashed
meatballs and mashed potatoes are good.
Oranje is an example. As founding members, they are both very... Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced... About what? Oh, it's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people... Whatever you wish. My friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands Kedra is a candidate member of APIS, that it's never going to happen. They enter negotiations in 21, and its EPIS is a very special program developed
Oh, this
by
is
the
like,
Warning Plan to
I
support
don't know if this
certain
is supposed to be a
Occidental
metaphor
nations.
for like
It
NATO
began
or
as a
something.
unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye.
Oh, okay. No, it's the metric system. Okay.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the... Why? It stands for progress and stability. It's been such a wild, extraordinary success. A super... You mean Revash?
Oh,
It's
he's
one
just,
day
he's
going
just
to
like
be a
saying
candidate member
buzzwords
of
at
it.
you.
No. Candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and be valued. But we were talking about my friend here. How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insuline Peninsula? Au contraire. It's how millions of people end up where they are. Sorry. But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue. He's deeply enmeshed. He's a truly free spirit. I'm just enjoying the view. Listen.
The baby is crying.
No, the Insulindian. This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution.
Yeah, there were like skyscrapers that got destroyed by
A
artillery
few
fire.
walls have been added here and there, but the million real view stays. You can't take that away. My friend comes and goes. I'm all ears, officer. A moment. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again. It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militia. Of course.
That's okay. Very puzzling. I guess we'll investigate the apartment 10 and then that's it. Oh. What's something there? There you go.
A plaster cast bust depicts a middle-aged, a poor communard. A warm feeling fills you.
Oh. I guess that's supposed to be the thing. Okay. Or is that no? That's oh, that's Kuno de Rooter. That's his friend.
You hear someone walk.
Excuse?
Scare them. Suspected of some.
Oh, come on!
Door's unlocked. What is this?
Satisfied?
Real
My name
estate
is
agent.
Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here. The keys, see?
Boy, there are a lot of different keys there. More than 20 at least.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too? Very well, but please make it quick. I need to be back in La Delta in an hour. Oh, that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuable. And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But Ron, when he came to close the door, didn't close the neighboring door. And there's a hole in the wall.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance enhancers, like Preptide or Pericanine.
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
The sum must have been puny.
These apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture,
And
a
it's also
million
a
real
dump.
view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark, and they are affordable. I'll tell you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those. Well, it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it. Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both. I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place. It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner. You'd think they'd make rent, but that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or it is? Everyone says the real estate agents don't do anything, but here I am in the middle of the night cleaning up someone's crash pad. So the sooner we get this over with, the—
Come to think of it, she does look incredibly tired.
Of course.
Okay. Alright, I guess it was a real estate agent.
Give me a moment. I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them. We won't be killing anyone. And
She's seen it and known those who have been killed.
Okay. Well, it looks super goofy now. Alright. Let's move on to day 4. We have hit the 24-hour mark. Wasteland of Reality. Oh, hold on. Open here. Oh, so is there some way to get into the, there's some way to get into the
dented
sewer.
yellow mailbox greets you with its graffiti.
Alright, I don't even sleep here anymore. I can go... Time to go to your little shack.
It's getting late, and it's raining. You take the legal documents out of the envelope. With a confident flourish, you complete your... Indeed. To be honest, but it's not. And the document will be nullified if she disputes. All you need to do now is mail the signatures to everyone. On the table, you see a bowl. On the table, you see a bowl of...
To check the floorboards. I guess there's no way.
The bed is comforting.
End of the day.
Across the room, the heating system hum.
Thoughts, baby. A million little lights in the dark. You're
Recorded in you. Forever. On Faraday.
No. On and on it goes. For untold hours.
I was dreaming about
At
your
the
ex.
disco where you first asked her to dance. Right.
Behold, there are millions of them down there.
It's the world, Harry boy. And you're made of it. You can never forget this shit.
Beautiful. It's stuck on loop, whirling, spitting out words and images.
You're the son of the world again. Harrister, a ceaseless agent. Picking up litter and old newspapers. Collecting your little bubblegum wrappers and idiotic picture postcards. Meaningless, meaningless keepsakes.
Reading your awful letters and recalling things, aren't you? The endless names of the world.
You'll go insane if you keep going like this. One more day, and you'll be in the loony bin. I just know you will. And for what, brother man?
For the working class.
Solving your little crossword puzzle.
No, I'm building communism for
There
all.
he goes again.
He's got no idea what he...
'Cause only love can break your heart. Beep, beep, beep. The alarm is ringing, Harry. The disco circus goes on and on. You barely slept 3 hours last night.
Do it for the wind. Rise and shine, despite all the thinking you've been doing. Only 0.0001% of communism has been built. It's too great a task to undertake alone. You're going to have to. You must seek out your revolutionary brothers and sisters. Find out how much communism they've built. Then, together, maybe you'll be able to build as much as 0.0002% of communism, but it won't be easy. Decades of persecution by coalition authorities have driven the remaining communists of Martinaise
But I'm part of the coalition
underground.
authorities.
Possibly. If you have been, it's only because you're a double agent, acting regardless. What's part? Let your nose guide you, detective. No, we meant your nose, as in that swollen muck detector in the center of your face. It just happens to be perfectly calibrated for sensing communists. We really have no idea what they're talking about. Failure. That's why you're perfect for what you're smelling is your own body odor. People sometimes complain there are. First, you'll have to locate the remaining communists in Martinaise. When you get near to someone with revolutionary potential, your nose will give you the signal to establish contact. Again, no, it won't. And you'll discuss the monumental world historical task. Not at all. Complaining about other communists.
Yo, this is one of the reasons the left is called the circular firing squad, man.
Being a communist. Here we go. Wake, brave worker. 'Tis no time for bed. Fight till there's no slaves below, and no masters o'erhead.
Fair enough. Get yourself organized. Oh, so we gotta inspect traps. Alright, I guess we can do all this. I'm gonna do another session today, probably. Take a little break for lunch. Oh, hey. He was staying in the other. Alright guys, yeah, we'll call here for a bit. Take a